Hello everyone. Welcome one, welcome all. Thank you guys for stopping by so early, as we are just getting started here. Hope you guys have had a great day, because we're about to make it a little bit better. As today we're going to be playing some forts. If you guys haven't seen this game, then where have you been? Because it's our favorite game around here. And the lobby is up and ready to get started. So if you guys want to come and join, now is your opportunity. So we have our first players joining in. Alright guys, how are you guys doing today? To say hello to everyone in chat. Hello there, Felix, Karate, Galactic Dragon, Michelangelo, Henry, Alex and Dragon, Living Dead Moose, Brent, Roll, Evan, got Harry Game, Smack Dodo, Epic Gamer Person, welcome. Alright, looks like the lobby is full. Wait, is this a Flint Shadow? This is a Flint Shadow map, and we have a Flint Shadow in the lobby, so that's going to be great fun. You finished the Forts campaign today. It was a blast. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed. It's a good game. We'll be starting here momentarily. We have a player who seems to be having a difficult time with the whole downloading things, which happens sometimes. Alright. Let's do this. You made it into the lobby, Corey. Congratulations. Sounds like a good time to me. Hello there, Shadowrun Decker. Welcome. Oh no, they know all the secrets of the that is sometimes a thing. The Flint Shadow is known for making great maps, and he tests them and he knows all the secrets about them, and sometimes it becomes very relevant. Like, did you know that this terrain is destructible and it can be destroyed with a nuke that collapses the whoever's fort is attached to it? Which has actually happened. It's a good time. Time for the world's greatest polybrid speedrun? You know it. Bonjour, Felix. You're not French. Where's 42 when you need him? Bam, ba-dum, bam, bam. Which one's this? High Seas campaign, right. Have I not done the High Seas campaign? I have done the campaign. Oh, I didn't. It's gold is the hard difficulty. Blue is the normal difficulty. Okay. That makes more sense. I was like, wait, that's a badge I don't have. That's because I have the upgraded version of the badge. Why always stream at midnight for Europeans? Well, usually Wednesdays today would be the European friendly stream. Except that I've been having some issues around my place. Namely, alright, 1 second. Endgame is really loud and I don't know why. Oh, I think it's because I know why. No, it's still louder than I remember. It's because, specifically, I've had issues regarding noise pollution during the normal working hours. And that is hopefully changing soon, but as of yet, I'm still having substantial noise pollution issues. So I don't do recordings or streams during the day because literal jackhammering is not great for the whole streaming experience. As we have JR Spike 23 coming and rejoining the incursion for 54 months. You feel old? It's 54 months! Thank you, JR Spike, coming in for that long-term support. Congratulations, you regained access to all the beautiful emotes here on the channel, as well as the special access role on Discord.
Warning,
welcome back. So we have a nuclear launch coming in from JR Spike 23. Incursion detected. Nuke away. The best kind of nuke. I'm glad you enjoy. Can we get some love in chat for JR Spike, who's shown us this
Incursion
constant
detected,
support
nuke away.
over time. Long live the Thursday stream. Hey, you know, sometimes I just like to stream late. More accurately, sometimes I very much so get carried away with some games, especially automation games, and well, you guys know how that turns out. It works that way. Honestly, today I'm kind of... I think exhausted isn't the right word because I'm not terribly tired. However, I am suffering from an immense amount of brain fog. I pulled a 48-hour shift, basically, working straight 48 hours. So when I woke up this morning, I was, for lack of a better word, completely... I'm just gonna describe it as dead. I was dead. It was gone. Everything was grog. It was a disaster. However, I did get a reasonable amount of sleep, so not like dead tired. I just am immensely groggy, which is very... makes strategy games not the ideal choice. But here we are nonetheless. What are you doing, good sir? So I'm hearing upgrades, and it sounds like it's coming from one of these bases. I have some cross-bracing and stability tech in that base specifically, which is interesting. Coming up on Canada clock real soon here. I need to know something. I cannot build any higher, which is real unfortunate given this context. It sounds like I'm getting preemptively hard countered here. Soft countered? Which may become relevant here in a minute. Definitely getting countered here. But it may not matter because he's missed the one spot that was important. Fire beam, plasma beam combo, hard to go wrong. Alright, what's going on up here? As I'm seeing and hearing cannon shells, which is anxiety inducing. Alright, so I need to do a few things, which I believe starts with this. Does. Ooh, nice. Alright, let's do this. Going to need many more Many, many more of these. Instability tech wear. Alright, I am getting cannoned from above, which is actually fine by me. I am defended from such incursions. What I'm not prepared for is not being able to break that opponent specifically. Alright. Okay. One of these placed, please. Thank you. This base is struggling so hard. Stability tech is keeping it in there, though. Let's do this. I think we might be able to hit during the active. It's too much. Alright, so if we get any more damage on target, we can break this. And got it? There it is. Okay. Player eliminated. Now, unfortunately, due to the position of, well, this, I really don't have a way of hitting the other players, except for maybe this lowermost position. How far down can I go is my question. Oh, not that far down, it would seem. I think this one might be able to scrape the underside. It can, kind of. But I really can't go any higher than that here. So what I need to do is go down. Like so. Set up another weapon. And then begin working on a different technology. Just entirely. Alright. Let's try this. Let's get a deal here. This is not useful anymore. Oh, ho, ho, ho. We found the weak spot. Oh, please tell me that's gonna collapse. Oh, that was so very close to collapsing. But not quite. Alright. Okay, let me add another one of these. There we go. Hopefully that gets something done, yeah? This is not useful. However, I might be able to burn some of that to the ground. Huh. Okay. So that actually hit straight onto the floor. So I need to aim this slightly higher. There's the hit I was looking for. And that did even more damage to their innards, which is great. Really, bottoming out there. Oh, and I took the sniper out, which is great. Alright, let's get some more. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, he's got an energy shield there now. This can't aim high enough. But it does have the firing arc to hit up there. Just have to adjust things slightly. There we go. There it is. Break 'em. Why do you have no sound? That's a darn good question. A question I can't answer. Because, sound is working just fine. Okay. We touched. Alright, so this needs to go away. I guess I'll leave this one because I can, just in case something happens that makes it extend downward. But in terms of tech, I cannot use lasers unless I build up here, which is doable, and I think probably the right way to go about this. Something this player is definitely adding additional energy shields up there to stop me from heading too deep. But we still pushed pretty deep with it. Thick around the edges here, but it's fine. Oh, hey, got him. Nice job, team. Alright, I'll slap this guy over here. Let's open this up now. This is truly no longer in danger. I can put turbine here, turbine here. Now, this is well and truly no longer useful. Though I have still half a mind to keep firing here just to make sure it all burns away. So we have one player left remaining, currently getting sniped, and he's gone. Nice job, team. What are the ropes around the turbines for? Just to help stabilize the thing by pulling it. By pulling it back toward the wall instead of away from it. Well done. Alright, let's go ahead and swap up the map. Yes. I'm going to turn down the in-game sound a little bit. Hello from Vancouver, Canada. Hello. How you doing there, bud? Alright, looks like we're good to go. Let's jump right into it. Mentally checked out, better known as zombified. Something. So I ended up, after being awake for that long, I ended up falling asleep at 4 p.m. and didn't wake up, like 4 p.m. yesterday, and didn't wake up till it was 8 o'clock this morning. So I was gone for like a full 16 hours. It was felt so good. It was so good. You don't even know. And through that all, it actually took longer for me to fade than I was expecting, because like, it wasn't until I was driving back home that I started to have real notable sleep deprivation symptoms. One of the more concerning bits was on the way home, I was listening to because it was like an hour and a half drive. I was listening to an audiobook, and the last chapter I have no memory of the last chapter at all. At least the chapter I was last listening to. Which is an obvious concern. It was definitely concerning. Probably shouldn't have been driving in that context, but you know, here we are. Let's see, let's do this. Get ourselves set up here. And ta-da. It was I went to check on how much of the audiobook I had left to listen to as I was doing some chores today, and realized that I had no idea what was happening on in the plot. I was like, wait a minute, this is from a perspective that I wasn't expecting. What did I miss? And then I realized, no, I have listened to this already. What did I miss? I just had no recollection whatsoever, and I was like, alright, well, apparently, I listened to this on the way back, driving, and I just had no recollection of doing so. Which wasn't... I was surprised that I had faded that much at the end. But, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. This, and I heard 3 item placements there. And I am concerned about such things. Got sandbags there. Okay, my direct opponent is competent. Another. And click. Maybe struggling with energy production here for a hot second. Given timings, I believe I cannot afford additional income expenditures. Much as I would love to. I would love to spend more on eco and just keep the eco going. But that's not going to happen at this point, I'm afraid. Hammer. Time to drop the hammer. Well, that's not good. I'm unprepared for a door snipe. Or am I? Yes, I am. There we go. That's some good damage. Alright. Given their choice of weapon, I do have some concerns. But we did break through. Which is nice. Alright, I will have to worry about getting drop shot from above. Should be able to return fire here in a moment. Open up, open up. Almost got it. Why are you like this? That's just unnecessarily aggressive. Alright, let's slap this guy here. A beautiful hit. I'm going to need more energy production. Duck Mafia. Oh no. What kind of books are I like reading recently? Well, my tastes have changed over the years. I've seen comings and goings of different interests. Recently I've switched to being more interested in fantasy and sci-fi, which is what I was interested in a while ago. Oh, ho, ho, the door snipe. Okay. So I've been doing sci-fi fantasy, which is fun to me. Alright, player eliminated. Okay. Complete this. Great. Let's see. Prior to sci fantasy, I've been enjoying a holy smokes, door, why you no close? I'm so sad by that. Prior to the sci fantasy, I was doing mostly non-fiction stuff, like legal documents, a lot of legal stuff. I'm struggling so hard for metal income right now. This is crazy. Let's see. The stories of like on HFY have been catching my attention recently as well. Things like wearing power armor at Magic School have been top on my list of things to enjoy. I need these. Which is, it pains me to do this. Let's see. What else? Actually, competent opponents, I know, right? I am just disappointed that my door did not close, and I'm also disappointed in myself for not recognizing the door did not close until the entire place detonated. Oof. I am become target. They took out my sniper again. Okay. I missed. I had a shot opportunity and I missed it. That didn't come from... Okay. Just sitting on top of my sniper position. Taking it out. Time after time. Where did that sniper shot come from? Okay, found out where the sniper's from. Ooh. Good thing we have extra bracing laying around. But let's disconnect a lot of this so that we can undo our pains here. Because if I don't, I'm gonna be in a world of hurt. What's this? Cute. Alright. Energy shield, good work. Will not be missed. Here, let's undo this. Oh, it hit us so hard it actually broke the nodes. Okay. No more of that. Well, that's bad. I was just about to fix that problem, too. Okay. Alright. That came from down here. Okay. There's a lot of outgoing damage here. And now we wait. Can I slap one of these guys here? How did I miss? It's fine. Oh, there's the damage output we gotta look out for. He's still got doors on it. Okay. Oh, there it goes. It all comes crumbling down. Ooh. That was Felix. Well done, Felix. Oh, there we go. I can't resume game. Oh well. Well done, well done. That was a satisfying round. I liked that round. Let's do something super high eco, yeah? Rip that guy. It all came crumbling down. Have to do a fort in IRL and make a tier 3 Howie. Can you imagine? Just take a full-size cannon. Send it straight up into the sky, see what happens. Let's go. Isn't Felix a veteran player with years of tournament experience? Yes. That makes it an even fight. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Be interesting if the devs of forts ever go to a convention or something to have a 3D printed or something cannon on a very wobbly bridge. That would also be cool. Hey there, Ink Boy. Super... What is this? I don't understand. What is a super chat? What does it mean? Thank you, Ink Boy. Speaking of liking, have you guys thought to subscribe? It's free on YouTube, where you can subscribe as many times as you want to anything and everything. Oh, did you guys see the latest video that went up? Also, the devs for forts actually do fairly often go to conventions and such. Especially in Australia, where the devs are... where the devs live. Though to be fair, some of them don't live in Australia anymore. Or at least they've hired people from not Australia, but the main studio is Australian. Time to stretch, yes. Yes, it is. Oh, I don't want to stretch, though. Oh. I was doing some exercises today, and I thought that would help me get some more energy in the system. Did not. Made it worse. Made it so much worse. It's like all what little energy I had left was just gone. I was like, oh no. So it's like, okay, it's just drowsiness, just wake up. But, oh no, it made it so much worse. It's not just drowsiness, it's like actual exhaustion. I suspect I'm going to sleep well tonight. I suspect I'm going to sleep very well tonight. Alright, let's get this going. we go. Oh. Someone did a little bit of cheese, it would seem. And, cheese greediness, I think, is probably the better description. It seems to have cost him dearly. By that I mean he sold off a little bit too much metal. And now he's gone. So very well done to teammate. I may need... This angle might be a little much, is what I'm thinking here. Let's shorten that a little bit. Before it becomes a problem later when we're, you know, under fire. Rather not have to do this under duress. This angle's already looking like a bit much. Okay, yes, this is a bit much as well. There we go. Alright. Double door. Okay. Let's set this up here. Get this going as well. Not too concerned about what's it called? Stability tech right now. Okay, so clearly this will need to be adjusted slightly. But we should have solid angles on at least one target. I am messing up so many button presses. Oh, really? Alright, let's set you here. Set this like so, this like so. Okay, and firing. Alright. Cannon 2 needs to aim lower. Get the slightly middle, they just get in a tiny space above mine. Really? Well, that's a nice shot on their part then. Impressive. That can happen. That's one of the concerns about playing with experienced players. They will do things like that, and you have to take that into consideration. And lower for this one. Ooh. Alright. Any good rushes on Team 1? Were there rushes? I mean, I guess that someone did go for the... We don't have high seas enabled. Okay, I was wondering what's going on here. I was like, I'm missing a button. Alright, I need to get this going and this going. I need to get this guy swapped out. I need to get the next level of technology going. I was like, huh, why can't I tech switch into a technology that doesn't exist? It's because we don't have high seas enabled. Which is definitely something I want to fix. Alright. Let's carry on with the pummeling. Oh, the double nuke. That's gonna chonk. Can I get the core? I still need to aim this lower. We're cutting it real close. I'm going to spend a moment upgrading eco. before we fire again. Because I'm sick and tired of not having energy. There we go. Now we're getting some energy production in here. Mortars are strong. This poor enemy base is having a real bad day. Alright, let's prepare for the double shot. There's one. That'll be a solid hit. And this one. You guys saw me aim that lower, right? Like, I aimed that much lower, and it still went way high. Okay. This is how cannons work. Okay. Let's get a second one of these out here before doing anything else. Alright. This one's aimed well. This one, however, needs to be aimed as low as it can go. It's still having a real bad day out there. Okay. Alright, let's get ourselves prepared with stability tech so I could build upwards meaningfully. That's not where that goes. Cannon 3 also needs to aim down. Alright. Sounds like there's a lot of damage output going that way, which you love to see. 1, 2, and 3. There we go, that's the hit I'm looking for. Maybe miss less hard. Oh, I so wish I could. There we go. That's the connection I'm looking for. Alright, how much stability tech do I want here? Well, not more than firing these cannons repeatedly. We went from hitting the core to missing almost entirely. Ah! Without adjusting angles. Alright. Stability of this tech. It's already stabilized. Down we go. Down we go. Alright, so tier 1 stability tech enabled. That's triple nuke, which is a concerning amount of firepower. And another near miss. Okay, so that third cannon definitely needs to be aimed slightly lower. Okay. Let me click. Cute. Can we actually merge these? Oh, we can. That's a great connection. Okay, I don't even need to. There we go. Time for another cannon volley. Lower on you. You are as low as you can go. You need to be slightly lower. Probably not that low, but I guess that works. Alright, let's get this guy operational. And then we'll do here, I suppose. Now let's dial this back slightly. And get you constructing. Nice. Given my expected Wide range needed. Okay, that player is gone. Great. Towers die. Yes, yes it is. Just the way we like it. Felix has fallen once again. Alright, so now we'll have different options here. However, these cannons need to be adjusted substantially. So I'm just going to Megador these. Like so. And this should suffice. At least I don't have to replace the entire cannon, which is a good start. Beautifully aimed. Nukes. Nukes land cleanly. Come on. Fire this here. Great shot as the nukes fly once again. Which player eliminated that one? Okay, so last target I'm going to have trouble hitting due to angles here. I think I actually physically can't hit them. Alright, so good thing I built this laser beam, which I also can't hit them with, owing to door placements. So we're going Megador here. And wait for the nukes to land. Follow up, a little high. Interesting placement of this portal. But that's it. Well done. Target eliminated. Very well done, team. Alright, if you guys like this kind of content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit that interact button. Hit all of the user channel interactions because that's the way you guys can best show support for the crew. And, well, it's a good time all around. Remember, guys, if you guys want to come and join, now is the time to do so, because we'll be starting up a new lobby here in a moment. We do 3 rounds per lobby, and then we start out with a new lobby entirely. So if you guys want to come and join, now is your opportunity. Have I ever read Harry Potter? I have. Would have forts, but if you could move the forts. There are several mods, several almost different game modes at this point, that allow you to do that. They are popular, however, with a much lesser degree than standard forts, owing mostly to the complexity. The complexity involved with movement, while not more extreme than you would expect out of a moving fort, does make it such that it is mechanically difficult for players to keep up with things. Similar reasons to why people tend to not like flying games. They're just difficult. Kind of sort of want to do the same map, but now with high seas. There's no sub button on Twitch stream. That's because you can sub on YouTube where it's free. Hello there, Guacamole. Welcome in. About to enjoy a Harry Potter: The Methods of Rationality. I've never heard of that. Never heard of that. What's my favorite book series overall? I can't. I feel like answering that question is illegal for someone who likes reading. It's like that's not how books usually work. I think the book of if I had to pick a single book of all time that I got the most enjoyment out of, I think it would be Ender's Game. But like, most enjoyment out of a book changes every few books. It's like, what am I feeling this time? Well, just a matter of what I'm feeling like today. Didn't expect your nukes to make it to this side. Yeah, I didn't either. Not on a map this large with this much space to work with. But, you know, nukes, they're good. I'm not surprised that like the first 2 volleys made it, but beyond that, I'm surprised that didn't happen. RimWorld is a psychopathic society simulator with no ethical compass. I mean, I suppose. Your favorite war crime in forts is to set fire to absolutely everything. Now, you see, that's something I can get behind. You, the player, the ethical compass. Yes. Which says a lot about people, doesn't it? The way that RimWorld tends to work out. Have I played Hunt Showdown? I have not, no. I'm aware of its existence, but I have not played it myself. Ethical compass doesn't win games. I mean, it can, depending on the context. Most games don't play or don't revolve around a multiple interaction style context. And RimWorld, which doesn't have sapient creatures to interact with, there's no significant motivator to have an ethical compass. But a lot of games, unless you're encountering the same people over and over and over again, there's just no motivation to it. So, most games.
Warning, nuclear launch detected.
Why for science battlefield game? Well, you know how to get that bribe going.
Bribe for
You know my
science
price.
battlefield game. Also love the content. Keep it up.
Welcome in, Zeus. How you doing today? It's love in chat for Zeus coming in with that delicious support. That radioactive support. War Crime Simulator fun. It certainly can be. Wheel of Time series. I have read the Wheel of Time series. Good series. I like that series. Let's just do standard variant here, I suppose. Got stuck on book 7 Wheel in Time for like going on 20 years now. Oh no. Wheel of Time did get... Could describe it as convoluted real quick, which I suppose is not unexpected for a series called Wheel of Time. I do understand how it could be considered hard to read at some point, or at least difficult. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. I am one to be into such things. Book 7 of Wheel of Time is a bit of a slog. Honestly, I don't remember which one Wheel of Time 7 was. Was that the one with the it? Well, hello there. Well, with that kind of joyful laughter, I can't say no to a weapon selection.
Concentratinator on science battlefield?
No problem for me. Just methodical read instead of an adventurous one. Okay. I'm quite happy with methodical readers. Or at least more sufficiently happy with them. I can live with that. Alright, let's get a couple of these going. Do we have anyone doing something unusually wily? Yes, yes we do. Okay. If you recall, the whole is the rand in the box thing. Oh. Yeah. The Wheel of Time did have a lot of, I'm going to describe as strange things. Even by... I don't think Wheel of Time is sci-fi, even though it's got a lot of near sci-fi themes. Just fantasy, I guess. But fantasy ones. Bright Laser Concentrator. I read it, Travis. Alright, let's focus some fire here, shall we? Alright. Do some damage, any damage. Someone missed their target. Alright, so I'm looking to do tier 3 defenses. That man managed to send so many 20 mils at me that it actually broke my door, which is something I did not expect to happen. Oh, that's unfortunate. Going to need so much energy production. Having problems with the chat bar and missed it. Ah, interesting. Yes, I did see and comment on your super chat. One chat for map selection, another chat for weapon selection. I'm very, very okay with this. One thing that always concerns me about using sandbags is that very technically, this is not a perfect protection. It is possible, completely possible, for a tier 3 to get in between both of these and get a full damage pen through this setup. It's not likely, but it can happen, which means it's going to happen at some point, which is not a great experience. Teammate was trying to punch through, I was trying to go over, but I did get damage on core. This player's core is getting mighty, mighty filled with damage. I'm real low on the whole HP thing. This man shot the top of my cannon. Let's punch through. Straight to the core? No, not quite. Alright, there's a few things I'm concerned about here. Not the least of which is suddenly aircraft. This needs one of these, this needs one of these. Not the most ideal place to build an AA tower, but I can live with it. Slap this way over here so when that inevitably explodes, it doesn't take everything with it. There are those tier 3 rounds coming in. There it is. Death by splash damage. Works for me. This is potentially getting in the way of teammate. Let's see, another player eliminated to... What? That was a delayed reaction. Okay. By the way, I need to start working on this tech. That was a tier 3, if anyone's wondering. Teammate down to orbital bombardment. Alright, new target. Fire at will. Great shot. Oh man, it's got so many tier 3s. I am getting more and more concerned that these sandbags are not going to be enough. I would also like to have another... Because if those tier 3s merge, we could have a very, very bad day. But we're doing some catastrophic damage to our opponent there. Okay. Third layer sandbag. Love to see it. I don't quite have the energy production to continue firing, so I need to upgrade these. And then wait. It feels weird to me, floating metal and not floating energy. Like, that never stops feeling weird. Knowing full well that it's possible and it can happen, and it has been happening to me for a hot second here. Okay, good to go. That is concerningly close. That just means that tier 3s are even more dangerous. Alright, oh ho ho, big scary. Alright, so we can see where the multiple layers of cannons hit us here at those tier 3s. I see the fire. Alright, almost broke him. Good God. That had to have come straight through here and almost crit our cannons from an impossible angle. I had so many flak, and they still almost made it through. Okay. I am sorry. We are adding these here, which will affect my energy production notably. But we are firing once again. And here, and here. I see what's going on here. All right. Let's charge up some of these. Some of our Warthog. I really, really need more energy production. Oh. How have you done this? Rib Flint Shadow. Of all the ways to go, defeat by collapse. Okay, this means I can open this up for additional energy production. Just knock these down to 50%, and getting these back online will bring us back up substantially. That doesn't matter. Last player's letting it go. Ugh. That brings us 57 all the way up to 60. These go up by, actually these middle ones go up a bit more, towards of back up to 70-ish%. There it is. Kaboom. Good. Hello there, Where Ducky. Welcome. I do actually kind of want to see how Flynn Shadow accidentally Flynn shouted himself, because that looks devastating. So this is what I was worried about coming at us next. Looks like he didn't have a base. Base was less intimidating than I thought it was. Because he did actually start hitting us with those planes. And I had some defenses against these. Like specifically against these. Like 2 flak hitting this did not break it. Oh, Flynn Shadow. Oh no. Missed so hard. You had one heck of a... You really did. This base was devastating. Because there's a lot of damage potential. 4 tier 3s. Like proper tier 3s. And then, what exactly did you add that caused problems? Like you're doing some base modifications. Oh, more defense on the front did it. Yep. Did you not have... You had some... You even had stability tech in there. It was just too much. Too much, too deformed. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Well done, well done. Alright, so we have Science Battlefield. Did its name change? Why do I not see Science Battlefield here? Not that Science Frontline is bad. But why do I not see Science Battlefield? Okay. There's a lot of tier 3. It was a very well done tier 3 setup. And it got a full kill. It was good. Is it not 4v4? It looks 4v4 to me. Check workshop. That is a good idea. I do not see Science Battlefield on the workshop anymore. Okay. Well, it gone. The scary part is you could have had 3-4 more tier 3s using that design. Oh yeah, you could have. But I mean, at some point, it's difficult to sustain that kind of firepower. Like I was sitting there with 3 cannons and struggling to get enough energy to fuel those. He was doing 4. So he desperately needed as much energy as possible. Maybe Science Frontline, maybe adopted officially. I'm not sure. The world may never know. This placement of this turbine hurts me emotionally. It's probably there exactly for that purpose. It could very well be. At least I can put these directly adjacent to it without it causing problems. So what is this map? This map is a standard vanilla style map. That's not true. So this map doesn't have anything particularly exceptional about it. It does have a giant wall in the middle that you have to punch through before you can actually attack the opponents. But more importantly, it has this protected space here. This space cannot be damaged by anything in the game. Like, period. At all. So, because of this existence, you can do anything you want in this space to, well, do anything you want, which usually involves what we describe as science stuff. That is to say things like particle accelerators, concentrators, generally anything that is way too fragile to do outside of a space such as this. And given the combination of having giant wall protecting your base and the effectively invulnerable space down here, what you get is the perfect opportunity to do wild and crazy things. Thus, science as the name. I'm gonna go mad scientist with this. Do I also hear the background music? The glorious explosions of thunder outside? Yes, 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 I can't miss it. It's very loud. Can you mine down there? Not to mine. No, you cannot. Okay. Where are the rents? Hiding. Alright, so how this works is, well, I'll show you as you get there. I have to wait for our weapons to be constructed. I'm not super familiar with the required loadout, the required positions of this weapon system, so I'm going to have to do it via measuring once I have it placed. So I need to do this. I'll set up here, I suppose. And then we do halfway up, like so. Making super minigun volley, not this time now. Like so. And then halfway up again. I believe is the appropriate measurements. Right here. And almost. There we go. Alright, so because I need additional space here, we're going to be connecting via this, dropping this off. Alright, so next. And get set up right here. And then we do straight up as long as it can go. One of these. Okay. Alright. And this will lead directly to a short portal, minimum size. Let's, for the sake of deformities, let's grid space this. There. Minimum size, followed by maximum length once again. Click. Here. There we go. And now, that should be good enough to get this done. As we have our first concentrator ready to go. Excellent. Alright, so now we just need an output for this sucker. And the question is, where do we put it? I think a good place to put it would be... I guess we can put it right here. Here's the thing about the concentrator. In order for it to work, in order for us to be able to aim it, we need to have it in an area where we can adjust. So I'm going to be building this here, such that I can adjust this. Let's do this. This. Need to start that going. I think we'll start like so. Nah, we'll start like this and see if that actually does it. So, in order to help facilitate this process, I'm going to put doors around these bits. And try to, I'm going to describe as door this up without while still creating an environment where we can angle this around. Trying to make like a gyro chamber here so I can put the portal here while still having any amount of doors on this, which I think is probably the way to go. Okay. Have another turbine layer here. Should probably shift these battery positions. I guess it doesn't really matter. We are going to need massive energy production for this. Can also do another one of these facing this way. Let's see. This goes to this. This will go to this. And then... see, this to this. And this goes out. That can then swap it around. This to this. This goes out. So I could double shot this, which would be great. Okay. And click. Okay. So I'm going to be doing the same setup over here. Basically, double concentrator. This one goes here. Wonder what the others are doing. Well, they will wait to find out. And that's to look at them extensively. In all honesty, using what I would consider to be standard vanilla tactics like mass cannons, mass nukes, is by far the most effective way to obtain victory. But that's not why we're here, yeah? Okay. The opening volleys has been launched. Let's not put that here. Okay, I'm likely to be deleting those. I can put this here. One player connected? Were we down a player the whole time? My game just crashed. What just happened? We had 4 players active, right? How did we get another player joining while there was 4 players on our team? Okay, so that last one, I'm sure you guys heard that one. I'm almost certain I heard the thunder before the lightning. That was like in my parking lot, which is exciting. Okay. It would seem Forge is not loading up. Well, there we go. Okay. Alright, we'll try this again. Welcome in all. Science. Death by lightning, that's new. It happens around these parts. Hello there, Nikki. Welcome in. Could say I didn't see anyone time out or leave, so I was confused when you rejoined, and then everything crashed. So I don't know what happened there, but really trying it again. Let's see. Let us go. USA Today. Florida leads the nation in lightning deaths with 86 since 2000 or 85 since 2006. Huh. Neat. That does not surprise me at all. Why are you here? Why must you torment me so? This isn't the worst thing to deal with, it's just annoying. Alright. Alright. Sell this off due to the shield in the early game. We really don't have to worry about, well, early game cheeses. What tea do I have today? I actually don't have tea today. I had tea earlier today. I don't currently have tea though. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum. You know, given all the recent postings on the Discord about accelerator science revolving around the deck guns. Kind of surprised no one's done that exactly. Da-dum, dum, dum, da-dum. You know, if I had slid all this over to here, I could have had this space to build in here. Wondering why can't I continue? Because I didn't build my technology. Best laid plan of mice and men, oh no. Everything goes the way of sideways when you involve the weather. Right, we should have enough for 1, 2, 3. Honestly, getting this tech early and starting upgrades would be a good idea. You know, there is kind of a limit as to how long you want your turbine boxes to be before they just become a liability. That limit is actually something at like 6. And then they just become unwieldy. Nice music, thank you. I'm a big fan of cheeky sax. No plan survives contact with the enemy. What if your plan is to not have a plan? Did you think about that one? Lounge jazz is really relaxing. It is. It is one of my favorite genres. It's better to build with the grid or without. Depends entirely on what you're trying to do. I personally am partial to grid because it's easier, but there are just some things which are effectively impossible to do with grid. You're a fan of it too, but also EDM or rock. EDM is by far my favorite genre, and by a lot. How many howitzers would be needed to fire 1 round every 5 seconds? I think 5? I actually don't know the answer to that question. Let's... It's not snapping. It doesn't really matter what I do here, it's gonna deform slightly. That'll deform slightly less. Realizing now my mistake. That shouldn't deform there. Not meaningfully anyways. Got another tall one. Okay, so in, out. In, out. Excellent. There we go. Oh, that's not exactly what I wanted, but I suppose that'll work. It doesn't work, actually. Alright, so those 3 are set up. We'll purge this, get this going. I think before we set up any more, we upgrade everything. think I don't build forward any more than this group, and instead I build down, which is much more manageable. I need at least something here to keep me alive, and we build down once more. Remember there was a time when you could build through terrain like this if you snapped it? Which is always great fun. Should try max rapid fire Howie next round. That's literally unsustainable in terms of economic requirements. Even battleships generally can't keep up with that kind of thing. It's crazy levels of energy production required. The amount of stuff you would have to do to get 5-6 Howies to constantly fire. It's a lot of energy per second. What's my pizza of choice if I had to go get one? Good question. Pizza of choice. I'm partial to all the toppings. I know places like Costco have things such as a, I forget what it's called. It has a crazy amount of toppings on it. It makes me happy. We're talking like mushrooms, black olives, pepperoni, peppers, onions. The list goes on. There's also a place around here called Power Pizza, which they describe as using protein powder in their dough for the pizza dough, and I actually very much so enjoy the flavor of that and the texture. It doesn't change the flavor that much; it's more of a texture thing. Okay. Ta-da. Let's background this. Alright, let's see. What are we dealing with here? Looks standard cannons. Looks standard cannons. Looks standard cannons. Looks... I don't know what I'm looking at here. Probably standard cannons as well. Oh boy. Gonna have one of these matches. Need 12 laser concentrators. Okay, well now I see you're building that. Okay, that's different. All I saw was you building a bunch of standard weapons underneath with what was just a few exit portals, alright? You changed it after I looked. It's kind of scary. Yes, that is kind of scary. Never seen this map? Really? I don't often play it, but it is popular and fun. Popular maybe not be the right word. It is generally pretty well known because of its oddities and the madness you can do on it. Do I like spicy olive oil on pizza? No, but I've never... I do like the idea of spicy olive oil. I just started mixing... relatively recently started playing around with avocado oil into my baking cuisine. I've enjoyed how that's turned out so far. There's such a volatile situation going on here. I do like spicy oil, like chili oil on my ramen. Adds a nice little kick. It's actually one of my favorite meals, like a once a week kind of meal. Orange to orange. Orange to orange. There we go. So now we should have... Okay, that one looks like it's working fine. As does this one. Great. Orange. Orange. Okay, well... I am concerned that this one... Oh, that's because it's... Never mind. There we go. And then I just have to swap the polarities and get it going. Okay, well, I think there's not much else for it than to start firing. Other than getting some stability tech in here. Probably be a good idea. So I'm stretching myself a little low. I should definitely start with this. Down a few lines. Yeah, alright. We have the first weapons launched. So we're starting it off. It's been 14 minutes of construction, and people are getting antsy. Usually people start firing long ago. It's actually kind of rare for us to go this long, even on this map, without violence. This doesn't need to attach to anything. You never would have fired first. I don't know if that's true. It doesn't really matter that much on this map. As long as you don't fully overpen on the first volley. It doesn't really matter that much. But let's start opening some doors. This one didn't fire. Okay. Now I can swap this to here, swap this to here. Let's... There we go. This is going to take so long that it's probably not worth me swapping it around. But this is happening, which is hilarious to me because it uses some custom-sized options. Oh, it's breaking under its weight. Alright, our firsts have been done. This is why I wanted to do this guy. Okay, swap this around because that is a lot of firepower coming out of... You see, what was I telling you about standard? Standard weapons strong. Alright, blue to blue. We're good to fire. That is a lot of return to sender. So what we do here is we have to redo this. Like so. Let's see, blue to blue. It's probably too much angle, but only one way to find out. Nope, good amount of angle. Commander, we are Hurricane Commander, so we get to reload a bit quicker. But they just ate that entire concentrate knitter shot. Alright, broke him. His entire front of the fort just melted. Okay. Doesn't seem it does that much damage. Uh-huh. This is a concentrate knitter. It doesn't specialize in dealing massive amounts of damage, so much as great amounts of pinpoint damage. It cuts very deep. And that can have catastrophic effects, as you may have noticed. Okay, let's set this guy here. Set this. Alright, just blue, blue to orange. And then orange to reverse polarity. Orange to orange. That was very fast coming out of here. Okay. We have so many concentrate naders on the team right now. We definitely need something that's a bit more capable of handling energy shields. Oof. Okay, so that is going. That could have been bad. Okay, we'll leave this here as is. So that actually adjusts the angle on this somewhat. And sends it elsewhere. Do we self-destruct here? No, but it's close. Alright. Let me do this. Delete this. There we go. Okay. Mild adjustment on the aim. Did not expect. I'm okay with this. Why did none of my shots... Was that a return... Was that an allied howitzer? Is that why none of my shots actually were affected by that? Yeah, I think so. Because I had flak. Like, flak was active. A little high. Or low? Wouldn't have mattered anyways. That's quite well defended. Okay, so what we need is something to deal with these, something to deal with these shields. Hello there, fish. Welcome in. How you doing today? That's actually as high as we can angle it. Would have made it through anyways. They have substantive flak. Holy smokes. I mean... Oh, that's bad. Okay, well, my flak is working pretty alright. But until someone builds... because none of us on our team went for Concentrator, which means literally an energy shield, is going to shut us down entirely, which is not great. So that's not super amazing, and they've noticed this. We've gone a little heavy on the whole Concentrator angle. Okay. Alright, let's see what kind of damage we can do here. This is angled correct, right? Orange to... Oh. No, that would have been bad. See, orange to orange. There we go. That's a little high. Oh boy, that's a lot of damage. Still a little... I am substantially lower. Okay, so this needs to be massively adjusted. Let's just keep these fire ranges generally, yeah? Ooh. For a second I thought that landed, and I was like, there's no way. Well, that's bad. Flat polarity. Swing and a miss. Oof. Oh, we got a hit. That counts for something. Alright. So we needed to aim higher. There it is. Holy smokes. That was a laser light show. Might have a self-destruct in here. Nah, we're fine. Tried to shield teammates, not working. And let's try aiming here. No. Okay, to adjust this position again. Hey! That counts for something. Oh dear. Let's see, I could add this guy here. Like so, and the same thing here as well. Although the angles on this are going to be garbage. It's better than having nothing. Alright, what are we aiming for here? I can work with that, I think. Holy smokes. That's a lot of scary damage. Alright, so if we aim here, I should probably get some damage done. Yes, yes I do. Ho 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 ho! Massive damage. Almost full elimination. Alright, let's try this again. Yep, another heavy hit. It's on fire! Oh, it's burning! That didn't actually do as much damage to the core as I wanted it to. Because I was hoping it would, at least. But we got some good hits in there, which that I always love to see. Well, that could have been... If that was any amount higher, that could have been so much more damage. Alright, so what are we looking at here? How high can I aim this? This high. Rough. Well, that was a nasty hit. But a door snipe goes a long way. That went straight through this, which went through this because it was already damaged. Here. Now deal with that. Alright, good hit. Effect fired. Okay, let's adjust this again. I'm using the mag to beam to extend the range of the howitzers. They're definitely doing that, yes. Oh. Oh, yes. Okay. That's great. You love to see it. Okay, so problem. I don't know what I need. is the problem. That is annoyingly in place. Why do they still have more howitzers? I hate it. Try orange too. Right. Okay, so let's see where this gets us. Not low enough is where it gets us. He's definitely re-enabling things. Oh, hello. That's rude. Okay, well, he nailed that one in the first shot. Good for you. Okay, so are these re-enabled? Surely. Let's aim like this. Did they just hit that with the concentratinator? I mean, there's several forms of overkill. That one's pretty high up there. What? Oh, hello? I was like, wait, how is it hitting through the insides? It's because the return to sender is hitting the back of the portal. I didn't even realize. I mean, I couldn't use all that anyway, so it's not a big deal, but that is damage I wasn't expecting. Okay, orange to orange. Going to have to wait a second. Okay. Do it again. All right. Okay. Where does this take us? Right there. That may not be enough based on things. Specifically the penetration distances. Okay. I got in through his exit portal. That did some damage. His exit portal is very gone. But that did some damage. Okay. Alrighty, have a good night, Infinite. Catch you later. I finally re-energized that portal there. This is what bad looks like. We don't like bad. Alright, if I were to... he's got so many portals now. If I were to do this... It's literally a wall. Okay. Well, literally everyone is full set on portals with, nothing else. Or not portals, with, what are they called? With the meme of the day. Lasers. And no one did anything else. Therefore, we physically cannot damage them. Oh no. Alright, Alright. Probably be faster for me to connect here. Oh, that's not how that works. That's just going to keep burning, and I can't stop it. Does this not let you actually get over here? Oh, this is an unbuildable area. Okay, so I cannot I actually can't reconnect. Alright, understandable. Full wall here. Let's adjust this. Actually, is that a mistake? No, it wasn't a mistake. Oof. Scary. Let's see, orange to orange. Yes. Not that they're currently using these weapons, but something to keep in mind. Oh, I suppose one less thing I have to keep in mind. Everything is on fire. You keep hitting me with things. Stuff. Alright, hopefully this is a better shot. It is, but I am not surprised to see energy shields all the way across here. Not surprised in the slightest. Cannons too good. Cannons are quite good. They are one of the few weapons in the game which does not have a hard counter. I can cut deep though. Huh? Okay. Theoretically, you could accelerate EMP missiles to make them harder to shoot down. Ah, that is a very theoretical. EMP missiles have a semi-cap on speed, in that they don't accelerate in the same way that other weapons do. So yes, but also generally not worth it. And doing so is mechanically more challenging than it originally seems. The howitzers once again. Alright, yes, rectified that issue. You shouldn't die by then. Probably not. Not at this rate, at least. It's a lot of damage. Alright, it's orange to orange. Oh boy. Alright, let's see where we're aimed. Right there. Alright, I can work with that. You know what? It's the worst that could happen. This is happening again. Did Felix actually go AFK, and was that Felix base? Is that what's happening here? Or Flynn? My god, that... Oh, nice shot. Set everything on fire. How am I still on fire? Oh my god. Okay. So, that is out of commission for now. Let's set ourselves with one of these here, like so. I am concerned about that, where did that come from? Right here specifically. Oh. He found an angle where it was off. Okay. We reignite. Orange to orange. Found one spot where the, port energy shields were shut down. Good. Alright, now we punch straight here, see where we land. That works for me. Hello. Hey, look who's back and no longer on fire. Punching deep. miss the door snipe? No. No, I did not. Okay. Let's try aiming this here then. Should be able to punch a little deeper with this guy. What happened? Why did my... Okay. This is fine too. Activate. He's having energy issues. Ah! Perfect return to sender, if I don't say so myself. We are cutting deeper. Oh! What happened to his shields? Why did his shields not take him? Protect him. Like, I know he had shields out and about. Like, all over the place. Aha! We did it. This seriously have an angle above the turbines, so it would seem. Uh-oh. My, anti-air was on cooldown. Hey, got a door snipe on it. And... again, TM? I'm hitting something. Not sure what it is. It's because it's a turbine. Come on, keep firing. These doors today, they do not want to close. That was a heavy punch. I just took a cannon shell. Ooh, those, stop it. Those fire beams doing great work there. Ooh. Yeah, that was nice. I mean, we just don't have the firepower. The concentrators just don't have the damage output we need. Which is really not a surprise, but... okay. Take some hits. Nothing we can't manage. I keep hitting that spot once and it's just not enough. Okay. Why am I building it so big? I literally want this to be as small as possible. It actually helps our damage output. Okay, there we go. Excellent. Oh, hello. Did not expect. Well, that's awkward. And I was literally just looking to aim at them, too. Thank goodness. Yeah, that's understandable. Huh. EMP radius is enough to shut that down still. Dang. It hadn't burned enough. They can still connect to that spot. Sweet a miss. So I can't go to these spots because there's like a no build. Well, I've since been disconnected. I have to connect to existing allied infrastructure. But our opponents can, because there was existing infrastructure here for them to connect to. Like, they don't have to go all the way across. So, yikes. I'll be honest, we are past that point where I'm considering just ending it, because unless I want to restructure everything to have a different accelerator style or whatnot, then it's going to be I don't know that I want to live in this world anymore. Just put it that way. Might as well be a new game. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. This is one of the reasons why I tend to not do particle accelerator, not particle, but concentrators. It's just not the greatest experience of all time. When your opponents actually build energy shields everywhere. It's good in a standard match where you are one guy going for accelerators. Or not accelerators, but concentrators. But when your opponents literally... when everyone in your team literally goes lasers, there's just no grand... The opponents build energy shields, and that's the end of it. So, you know what? I think we're just gonna... gonna do this. It's been fun. Great work, team. You had swarms. Yeah. You're GGG anyway. Yeah. It's that totally would have worked. All right. Let's see. The reason I'm not so confident in things like swarms. We've been trying to drop EMPs. Both sides have been trying to drop EMPs on each other the whole game. And if you notice, the enemy's been sending swarms at us for a very long time. It just doesn't work. It can work, but you need crazy amounts of firepower to get that through and large amounts of map control. That's just something neither team had in spades. Not enough to land their shots. Like, even the howitzers, did you see they were sending howitzers and they stopped sending howitzers after it just stopped working? Because they're like, oh, you have to shoot at Incursus now. It didn't work very well. Let's do this. How do you have 0 viewers? Yes. How long was that match? I don't actually remember exactly. I think it was over an hour. which was kind of a long time for a match. But I think we're quite finished with that one. Due to the nature of that match, we will count this as we will be counted as an entire match. So we were on to round 2 in this particular lobby. Yeah, the easiness of relying on energy shields to being able to rely on energy shields for things makes it quite difficult. I'm sorry, I'm going to do this. The crash game not kept. Well, when we crashed, we made a new lobby, and every new players had to rejoin in. Two low ints and one normal has 5 on the board. Sadness. Understandable. The boring ones. Changes the percentage so much, just getting away from the side, but it is worth it. Just give you Shock Trooper Gauntlet. I know, right? It's so good. Just fun to play. Did you get into more matches like the one we had with the Psyker friends? Which weapon set do I want to go with here? I think I know what weapon set I want to go with here. Let's get this guy on the board. You got Prickly Pear Lemonade. Prickly Pear Lemonade. Okay. And with portals and with your swarms. How? I didn't check to see. I didn't count how many swarms did you have. How many swarms did you actually have, like swarm launchers? The thing about the enemy team is they did the smart thing of having a set of defenses in front of their shield line. As in, they had a full wall of shields, followed by an entire thick wall of wood spam and other things. So even if you break through their defensive line, you still haven't broken their shields. When we play Tinder or Grinder, I can't bring myself to do it. As much as it's fun, as much as I do actually have some joy for playing that particular game, I don't think I could bring myself to do it on stream because there's a certain trust that it breaks, and I'm not that could describe as decrepit of an individual. However, I wouldn't mind. No, it's still not. Still falls under unacceptable. Like, I can't. There are some things that's just not good to do, and that's one of them. So I was thinking, like, so one thing I've done on Tinder before, and this is a really fun one, is just make like an obvious troll account. and try to do I'm going to describe it as Omegle style anonymous chatting, because you can. And I've done things like this role playing as a dog. You only reply in various dog noises to text. And then, but that one's usually accompanied by like posting a dog picture every day kind of stuff. Like, you signed up to your cute kittens subscription. That kind of deal. Little bit different. But I know most of what you guys are wanting is me to start swiping, which is a little bit different context. It's just swiping and saying, oh hey, let's go to go judge this particular person today. That's different scenario. And as fun as that may be, doing it publicly on live stream is not the same. It's not the same at all. So I'm not going to do that. That's not happening. That's really all there is to say about that. As fun as it may be, as enjoyable as I know you guys would, as much as you guys would enjoy it. We are beyond cannon o'clock, so I needed to have this armored up a while ago. Okay, set up here. A little high. Okay, set you up here like so. We can let that blow through. We don't need to worry about it. Metal is what's really hampering me here. It's going to be difficult to get much things going here. Alright, let's see. He just reloaded, so he should be ready to fire any moment now. Perhaps that will motivate him to fire. It did. And I missed. Oof, big scary. We have a player who disconnected. We'll give him a moment to return. Player who is not... I don't know how... I can ask him to leave. Let's see. Okay. Let's see if we can get him to rejoin. There we go. Welcome back. And give it a moment. You miss O&I live streams. They are good. Tinder's wasted time even for memeing, but it's so much fun. No, I have actually been doing a fair amount of there we go. Okay. I've actually been doing a fair amount of the online dating services recently. I mean, They do work. My problem with them isn't that you don't meet people on them. My problem with them is the particular breed of people that I have encountered are less than stellar. Alright, so we had another player desync. As in, like, I've met several people. I've met enough people, or at least, like, chatted with enough people that it is socially exhausting to keep up with them all. And I've met several. Yeah, it's not been a great experience, if you catch my meaning. It's more like, please stay away from me, I don't want to die kind of experience. Which is not... Okay, I think he's having internet issues on his own, and I don't think we can do anything about that. So I'm just going to, How? They are just down a player, and that's all there is to it. Tried so hard, got so far. That was 3 cannons. Okay, let me reconstruct this. Okay, so now I'm going to have to build across here. There's no way they'd let me have this for a long period of time. No way they'd let me have this for a long period of time. And they're using standard cannons as well, too. Just to make my life so much more difficult. Okay. Oof. Hurt so much. That's so many cannons. They're not gonna let me have this. And they are not letting... They're in the process of not letting me have this. Okay. Yeah. That was bold of me to try to build one of these on a standard map. You met a lot of amazing people on Tinder, to be fair. No, I don't doubt it. Like, it as a service, it does what it advertises. Like, it gets you in touch with people, it gets you in, and just, you know, it works well. It does what it intends to do. It's just that what it intends to do seems to be quite unsavory in my area, which is less on Tinder than it is, less a dig on Tinder than it is my local environment. So, take that as you do. These guys have a lot of cannons. That's 4 cannons? Yeah, 4 cannons better than 1. I would have had that open and firing a long time ago if I wasn't constantly under cannon pressure. But they had cannon pressure on me since cannon o'clock. Which was usually the case. He doesn't know that there's a bay in the way, so half the people you match with are 25 miles away on a 4-hour drive. Might you be in like Michigan and matching with people just across the Great Lakes because they're that close to Canada? It's like, oh, 15 miles away and through an entire border agency. Surprised to see none of shotguns against deck guns. Well, we did have a couple of shotguns. They did get obliterated. The opponents still have their shotguns. But more accurately, the issue is, well, I guess both teams did have shotguns and deck guns. But we lost a majority of our stuff. This player lost everything. And they still have their deck guns. So we don't have any anti-deck gun, but they still have their deck guns. We still have a deck gun, and they still have shotguns. Used to work cybersecurity? Yes. Or something like that. You only average like 4 or 5 matches a year, so it's not that. So the problem isn't that bad. Ah, okay. I mean, that's somewhat more depressing, which is statistic. If you get any matches at all on Tinder, you are statistically above average. Like as a guy, like as a dude, as a woman, you get crazy levels of matches. But as a dude, if you get any matches at all with something that isn't a bot, because there's a lot of those, but that's a different problem. Oh my god, they went through the return to sender and still wormed around. That's something you don't see every day. Oh lord. This is what I get for trying to do the accelerator. This is why whenever we do things like accelerators and such, we always do it on a on one of these large maps, or when something's horribly unbalanced that you just is hard to tell. Like, oh no, these teams are 4 tournament champions on one team and no tournament champions on the other team. Be a shame if I managed to get up a particle accelerator on this map, or a concentratonator. It wouldn't even let me have the cheap concentratonator. I just needed to get those defenses up. Data basically shows 10% of men get 90% of matches in the dating apps. Yep. Or something like that. I forget what the statistics are exactly, but that sounds about right to me. Oh no! He repaired at the at the worst possible second. Why did you do that? That would have gotten... They did... And all their shotguns were on cooldown because they just used them. That would have made it all the way back and definitely landed on them. And that would have been dramatic, and I would have loved to see it. This player got gutted so incredibly hard. It was a devastating hit. Yep. There goes is pretty much everything else. Very well aimed. It's 5% of men get 80%, not 10. Well, the number he said was 10 get 90. So that saying 5 get 80 is 10 gets 90. Yeah, so that probably lines up about the same. But I mean, I would have to... That sounds about right to me. Both of those sound about right to me. I wouldn't be surprised. Like I don't remember what the numbers are specifically. But those sound correct. That was the perfect amount of wood you needed just to defend against those hits. And to be clear, if you didn't make it that long, then it would have hit this battery and it would have been real bad. Oh, it's a beautiful magna beam. Did you see that shot? It went up, over, down, into the core, and then up chasing the magna beam and up over. Like it went down, it ducked down, swooped through the core. Oh my god, that was beautiful. That was amazing. Oh my god. Let's see which is the next one. Guys, so we get one more match in this lobby because the first match ended in no one winning due to boredom. Just a little off the top? Yes. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. 0 damage? Yeah, every shot I sent did not hit. I hit the return descenders both times when I was firing. By any chance, is tier 3 particle accelerator possible? It would take too long for the shot to come back down. It takes too long for the shot to come back down. Have I tried alternative dating services? I mean, I've tried just about everything. Almost every one of them was a waste of time for one reason or another. Though there are a couple good ones out there. Bumble works, Coffee Meets Bagel works. Plenty of Fish is a mistake, even if it technically works. I've never found... So if the quality of human being on that particular site is so low that it's not worth, in my opinion, it isn't worth spending the time trying. However, as far as I can tell, the thing isn't a scam, so that's nice. Mind you, it has worse anti-bot protocols than, or anti-bot systems than Tinder, so it is so much worse. But there are a fair few online, I'm going to describe them rather than online dating as just, what is a better way to describe them? Because dating is not the entire premise of many of them, so much as just meet and greet sites. Varying meet and greet sites, and I've tried many of them, and there's a fair few that, I mean, they work as advertised. The biggest problem with them is online hookups. Now that's like explicitly Tinder and like nothing else. Most online hookups isn't that popular. I think there's only like, unless you're like going to R4R, specifically a specific one on Reddit or Tinder, then you're not, hookups is not really the thing. And people aren't into, hookup culture isn't that popular. But most of them, let me rephrase, many of them work as advertised. The problem with them isn't that they don't work, the problem is that they do work and the people you meet are not worth meeting, is a better way to describe it. So I don't know if this is pent swingable, because this is not the standard shape, but I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out real quick. That's... got it just in time. Alright. Pent swing does work here, even if it's a little rowdy. Because that is some lopsided weight. Come on. I would love it if this thing... Alright, let's rotate you somewhat, yeah? There we go. Okay. Alright, so this is not the greatest position to be in here with this swing, because it is still very far forward, but at least it's down here, yeah? Bidding on Kaboom. That would not be a bad bet. But we did manage to make it through nonetheless. Which is great. That did cost us some substantial time, but we came out of it intact, which is a good start. This battery 100% needs to go. And this puts us in a more defensible position nonetheless. Even if it's only, you know, one space away from death. Okay, so it would seem that we're having to deal with this nonsense. Okay, let's get ourselves set up here. Because if cannon drop, we die anyway. I need to have... Oh, we are so far behind. Yeah, I took way too long to get that to work. Which is usually the consequence of pen swing. Although it's at least manageable. It gave you anxiety to watch. Oh no. A little anxiety goes a long way, eh? Let's do this. Drop the weight off the rest of the base. I definitely need stability tech here. I know this is not the best style. I don't know if it's. I don't know how this style of stability tech really compares to this described as the more popular style. Hopefully this assists with the whole team being shot at thing. What is this? I don't know what that node is. I'm afraid to delete it because it's like in the core swing. Pretty certain this is a remnant node. Yeah, okay, that's fine. This man has multiple snipers just chilling out. So we stop float. Curated pics and words on a screen don't give much feedback. This is true. Well, that's usually the appearance of the person isn't the worrying concern. It's the act, their behavior patterns. As much as people do tend to be deceptive in their appearances. It's usually not the appearances that are the cause for concern. But I guess sometimes it is. Oh, there goes that player. We missed. Holy smokes, hit the target! The sniper's wiggling. Alright. Hello. I did not notice that happened. So that... Was there no... Are they fire... Oh, they're Firebird. My base was on fire for so very long, and there was no, There was no fire alarm. So that cost me all of my batteries, and some of my tech, and most of my innards. Okay. I am going to be at a money deficit for a substantial period of time. Wow. That's just me, I guess, not paying attention to the base. It all burned with no alarm, and now I'm sad. Why are we getting hit by busters? They have returned to sender? Like, they can't... No, they're just busters. Why was there no alarm until after the batteries exploded? I'm so confused. Like, I don't have the money for this. Or the energy for this. I'm dying to lack of income. Which is usually how it goes with cannons. I can't even sandbag much owing to lack of income. Namely, energy. Cannons do hit hard. Oh, that was close. That was almost my death. Okay, guys, we really need to be firing back here. We really need to be firing back here. I think this is actually such that I can't rebuild that one ever. Don't have the energy. Huh, yeah, okay, so that's gone. It's not the worst thing to have happen. Alright, teammates trying to hit there. I really can't aim higher than that. Which is unfortunate. Oof. Alright, I need battery. Is there a mod that allows player-by-player commanders instead of a whole team getting one? Not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge. Oh god. They're going to have aircraft. It's going to be the end of us. I say that as if it's not a me problem. Because I'm the one going to be targeted by it. Give me door, give me door. Was close. And these get damaged, but not... Okay. Not questioning. Moving on. Alright, I can fire once. Now that was a good sink of a hit. He's got some internal energy shields to prevent damage. To prevent fire damage specifically. Which I'm going to do, because I think I now have an opportunity to do so. But this is certainly going to come at a hefty cost. Energy production. Both energy shields and sandbags protect against the Buster incendiary element, but sandbags don't protect vertically as well because of their shape. So that's the thing. Holy smokes. So yeah, this energy shield's suddenly paying off. Could have been way worse. That was 3 cannon shells. So, we're going to have problems if they hit... Potential problems if all those merge. Here comes death and disaster. Those are aiming at me. Holy smokes, I'm still alive. Oh, someone snipes the cannon. Or someone snipes the, missed the aircraft launcher. Oh, and the double, almost double. That counts as a double. Almost. Ooh. Okay. Well, it's not a great situation to be in. This is the world I live in. Oh boy. There's a single mosquito in your room and it stung you 4 times. That sounds obnoxious. But 4 times. That's not a very mosquito-like behavior. I'd rather not shut down my defenses when I fire my weapons. I've been team punching back. So far, team has managed to punch back, which is a good start. Okay. Just came back in time to see me get hit by a series of trucks. Yeah, that has been the name of the game for this entire round. Which is not unusual. Nonetheless, the world I'm living in. Please no. Tried. Just in time when I got the energy shield back, when I got the doors back up. Okay, so good news is, there's no real good news here. Given the amount of punching bag we've been, I could really use an upgrade center. I guess the only real good news here is, wow, that went in between that, okay. Is that I am still alive. Well, hello there. It isn't Kalijah. Am I doing a stream tomorrow? I do not usually do streams on Thursdays. Is there something happening on Thursday that I'm unfamiliar with? Because if there's something happening, like a holiday or something, or some special event, there is a fat chance that I'm unfamiliar. I just didn't see it. That I'm unfamiliar with it. We got some love and chat with Kalijah coming in with a 51 months. It's a long time. It's the longest term support on the channel. Always appreciated. I can say this. We've officially started the preparations for the next Fort's AI tournament. Details pending once the details are reliably finalized. So that's something I know you guys would be excited about. Your birthday? You know, I really shouldn't stream tomorrow, but I can't. Is there any particular game you'd be interested in seeing that collection? Hello there, Raider. How you doing? Speaking of dating, we've had the duckling season is finally winding down. So the duck mafia is no longer growing as much as their mating season has. Well, I guess this particular species of duck, they're never really not in mating season, but they tend to have a cycle.
Time to stretch.
Oh, why are you like this? I'm already exhausted. Why you gotta make me stand up and move around? I'm exhausted. I am very, very... you know that moment when you're just trying when you stop getting energy back? Because your body's like, nope, you need actual sleep and actual rest, or you're not getting energy ever again. Eat the duck! You know, I'm not a big fan of duck. Did someone sleep forever? Yes, I had literally 16 hours of sleep. I was dead for so long and felt so good. That's not true. Didn't feel like anything. I was dead. But I woke up with a headache and it has yet to go away. A groggy feel. Fortune's your favorite, especially if you do AI stuff. Well, AI stuff is actually coming soon. I imagine it would be closer to the end of this month. If you're keeping track of that specifically. But AI stuff is likely to be coming soon. Or it is coming soon, just a matter of when. Okay. We have been the punching bag all game. It is time to retort in fire. Go away. I spite at thee. You've managed to fully exhaust your social battery today. Oh no, what happens? Are they updating the AI for the Endgame? No. No, they're... Basically, we're kind of coming to the conclusion that the devs are... The AI update is not... Well, to be clear, it was never as a priority for them, but we're not willing to wait any longer for an AI update to come out. So we're just gonna go ahead with the AI tournament. And accept that there's not gonna be any updates to the AI before launching, before we can do more AI things. Oh no. We're gonna have to redo all of this. Okay. This is fine. It's really not. You have to live with it. You work at a summer camp at the moment. Kids are exhausting today, and then you and the other counselors went socializing after work. Ah. Yeah, okay, I can see that being exhausting. Waiting since February. I know, a lot of people have. And it's I'm excited to actually get into it again, because you know me, I do love doing the AI stuff. I know it's not like neural networks or anything super amazing, but it's still fun. So I'll actually be contacting you probably tomorrow about that, actually, Kalijah. To really hammer out the details. Okay, start this again. Just when I thought we weren't going to get pummeled all the way, we got pummeled most of the way. Good news is that we dropped the core, because if I didn't drop the core, then 100% would have been devastated. I'm Team Tank, but I am also the one that should be Team Tank, because I am the most defensible of the lot. Don't actually, your birthday's on Christmas. Woof! I do not envy you. As someone who also has Christmas birthday, I do not envy you. That is so many mortars. At least I can support team with anti-air. What did we just get hit by? Why did it so much splash damage but no actual damage? Oh, it hurts so much. Oh, that's what we got hit by. Okay. Well, that's bad. Okay, so good news and bad news. Good news. No, I don't know if there's good news. But my teammate took a hit and it did some actual damage to him, which means that they were not aiming at me for any amount of time, which is somewhat concerning because I'm the one most likely to be able to take the hits. And I kinda sorta would prefer if they aimed at me. Oh! Oh, that never gets old. Oh my god, there's so much damage incoming. Alright, 2 players down. 2 more to go. Ah. We're running real low on HP here, guys. The trickle-down splash damage has been gross. Okay, we have so much damage just scattered everywhere. Oh, they're hitting me again. Alright. I don't have the money for this. My core is stuck together with duct tape and false hope. Yes, yes it is. That is the most accurate statement I've heard today. Okay, let me have elevation, please. Oh my god, he's stealing the money and those are upgraded mines. No. We cannot let him have that. That's unacceptable. Okay, I need to have something here that isn't load bearing. Okay. Alright, good. Oof. Oh my lord. This is not what I needed. I needed to do something that was super relaxing and not stressful. My brain is fuzz. Here we am stressing APM. My god, he's adding another weapons platform. Still alive? Yes. Yes, my feelings exactly. Alright. I spite at thee. That's doing nothing. Man's got extraneous energy. Man's got extraneous metal just because he can. See, triple cannon, probably quadruple with... they have so many cannon. Can I do this? No, because this is here, but I can slide that over. Then do this. Should work. There we go. Give me any amount of radius firing arc on there. Welcome to forts. Yeah, you know what? This is the whole speedrunning poly bridge under fire. Fire half of it. If we lose this rope, it's going to be suffering. Okay. Has so many cannons. I spite at thee. That does so very little. Dude, please, I need you alive. Everyone's just a flaming mess. You should have played something like Star Sector. That is an option. That is certainly an option. We haven't finished the pirate playthrough yet. Alright, good news is they're charging my laser beam. Which means I can now do this and incendiary their base. Not a great spot to incendiary, but okay, good news is shield did its job. Bad news is shield got hit. It's never a good thing. So glad the stability tech. We are living on stability tech in a dream. Okay, let's do this. Bring this up to here. Build backwards even. Oh! Oh, that made it through. That was so many cannons merging. Holy smokes. Dapper Cat coming in with the party at the right time because everything is on fire and it's anxiety inducing. That's what it is. It's anxiety. Oh, we had so little HP that just any amount of splash damage and that was it. Holy smokes. Oh my gosh. Oh. You know, honestly, this is cathartic. This is relieving. I wanted that to explode. It feels good. I can breathe. Oh, welcome in, Raiders. Welcome one, welcome all. How you guys doing? Welcome back, Dapper Cat. Oh my gosh, I got a drink. Like a stretch. Oh. 30 minutes of getting pummeled. Oh god. Team tank, best tank. I'm gonna do some push-ups, which is probably gonna be a mistake because I'm already exhausted and already a little bit sore. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, okay. You know, that actually doesn't feel so bad. I'm okay with this. Team got any amount of cannons on the field again, any amount of weapons, which is great. Whew. That's rough. It's a whole lot of unpleasant on Team 1 here. You should try Doki Doki Literature Club. Very relaxing, totally not anxiety inducing, a completely innocent genre. I am so many levels of not interested. Like I would play Phasmophobia before Doki Doki. I'm not a big enjoyer of the horror themed stuff. Someone say Phasmo. Actually, one of my friends played Phasmo the other day, and he's particularly going to describe it as particularly horror adverse. So it was great fun to watch him react to things because he locks down so hard. It's like in the fight or flight response, it's immediate flight, which is just hilarious to me. But I still haven't played. I don't even own Phasmo. I've never played it myself. Phasmo's not that scary. You played it in VR. VR would certainly be much more immersive. That's for sure. Yeah. Alright, have a good one out there, Dappercat. Good luck out there. Exoprimal. Interesting. Yeah. It's just that mechanically I don't find a lot of appeal in the Phasmo mechanics, which it's always fun to play a game with friends, but like, it just doesn't seem mechanically challenging or strategically entertaining. That's not the word. Strategically occupied? It's possible to just shut down Flight or Flight since it's just a game. It is. It is. And that is kind of sort of one of the problems I have with the horror genre as a whole. Like, I know I've talked about this kind of thing before, but I've done so many flight sims. I've did so many roller coasters. If you ever want adrenaline pumping fight or flight, try playing Milsim on an Air Force base against like actual SWAT team, against like actual soldiers, actual police officers. It's like, alright guys, us 5, we're in this room. We have to ambush 20 police officers as they breach this room and try to clear us out. If you do not shoot them before they shoot you, it's going to hurt a lot. And also they have grenades. Like, you can't top that. When you're being hunted by other humans that have rifles and it hurts to get shot by them, that's actual fight or flight. You just don't get that kind of response for video games. It's just not the same. Like, not even VR comes close to it. And so when I try to play horror games or whatnot, it's like, this is not super exciting. It's just not the same. Playing paintball made you realize how horrifying it would be to actually get shot at, and now it's just a taste of the feeling. Yeah. It is a different level. Like, there's it is a world different from the simulated experience. And it's, once you've had that, once you've had the actual thing, it really doesn't compare. And it's incredibly difficult for me to get immersed into it. And then, even for a game like Phasmo, which Phasmo is pretty well made. Phasmo is pretty well made. It does have some actually interesting mechanics. It's just not particularly intense, and it's not particularly deep. Because, like, the main focus, it's not supposed to be incredibly complicated or this wild game. It's meant to be this fear-inducing game that has some level of mechanics to it. So, like, it is a good game. It's just not, because I don't get that kind of immersive response, I just don't get that fear, that drive, and so I miss out most of the enjoyment. And so it's like, another horror game. No, not that intense. Okay, I haven't played Phasmophobia myself, so I can't say with certainty. I will say that even in VR, which is generally much more immersive than flat screen, in other horror games, like, I don't know if you ever played like the Slender Man one where you have an actual human playing as Slender Man trying to hunt you down through an open dark forest where there's not really anywhere to hide. Like, it just doesn't work for me. It's why I tend to gravitate toward things like strategy games or whatnot. From what you've heard, airsoft's even more realistic than paintball. They're different. There's something in airsoft, or something in paintball which you don't get in airsoft, and that is in a splay, like a bullet splatter. There's like projectiles in paintball, if they hit near you, will explode and splatter all over the place, and you will absolutely get hit by shards of plastic and paint, just for something that's a near miss. Like if it misses you close, you're still getting hit by it, even though it doesn't count. And that's something that can be... That's a different level of panic-inducing that you don't get out of airsoft. With airsoft, you have this very tight, small pellet, like even if you're using the rubber bullet kind of stuff. If it misses, it misses. In paintball, if it misses, there's still a good chance you're getting splattered by something, and that adds a whole extra layer of suppressive fire that you don't get out of airsoft. It's like, think about you. It's like, okay, I'm hiding behind this pallet, and then a spray comes right overhead and impacts a wall that you're hiding next to, and you have all this shrapnel splattering all over you. And like it could be actual shrapnel, because you know this hard plastic paintball, when it explodes, it sends out these almost sharp and hard plastic. Well, it's shrapnel, and it can. I've seen that stuff break skin. Like it can be intense. Does airsoft have the same rapid fire machine gun trigger action that paintball does? Airsoft often has higher rate of fire than paintball, and by a lot. And unlike paintball, most of the airsoft guns just by default come relatively high rate of fire. Like I've seen guys hit the upper hundreds RPM just casually. It's like, oh no, here's my RPK replica. That's with upgeared to have something stupid in terms of RPM. Insert don't full auto and buildings meme. I mean, actually though, like when you're sending 15 shots per second down range, it's a lot. It is a lot. It adds up real quick. I remember the rifle I used primarily in semi-auto had, I believe it was 13 RPM if I set it to full auto, and that was my semi-auto rifle. Like the thing could just vomit if it wanted to. I never needed to because I was the marksman kind of guy. But I think I actually lowered the rate of fire on it to get a higher impact spring. That way I could hit harder with lower RPM, because I always used it as semi-auto anyways. You'll never do paintball again. Horrible experience. Oh no. Now, that's a story. I want to hear that one, Raider. What happened? You guys shot in a mask at paintball? Made your mouth bleed? Oh yeah. That's one of the big ones, because the masks they'll protect you from the direct impact, but because you need to breathe, the masks will actually have like a mesh on it. So what happens is you get hit in the face and it just shreds like cheese grater the paintball. But what you have is cheese grated paintball shrapnel flying straight into your face that will absolutely tear your face open. You took a paintball to unprotected part of your head, felt that for 2 weeks. Oh yeah. You love Little Shop of Horrors. I've heard good things about that one. You have a group of police you play Ready or Not with. That can get real incredibly quickly. Just listen to pro paintball players play speedball. The opening burst from both teams can sound terrifying with how fast some people can fire with double trigger. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It is certainly a good time, to say the least. The amount of damage output from raw rate of fire. It is satisfying in all the right ways. What are the teams here? Yeah, we'll do it. Where's Scaveros? You got shot in all the worst places, including your face, and then you filled a big pile of wet, swampy mud, and you had to trash your shoes you're wearing. Oh, oh no. That just sounds unpleasant. You don't want mesh masks. Mesh masks. I mean, to some degree, every mask has some manner of mesh to it. Why not a solid plastic mask with openings from air from below? Because that doesn't work as well. That if you don't have something that lets you breathe out the front, then breathing straight up and down, I will tell you this: it affects your oxygen, and when you're running around that much, it matters. It really does matter. Yeah, that's fine. We'll give them a moment to come back. There's match 3 since 1 was science. Was 1 science? No. Was it? I don't think so. I think this is. I think that was. I think we'll just do this. And roll with it. Mesh goggles is nearly as bad as no goggles. Oh no, you can't do mesh goggles. That's just asking to lose an eye. You think paintballs hurt? You should try 556 simulations. I do not recommend. Not to mention all the bruises and soreness afterward. Oh yeah, the bruises and soreness will happen real. That happens. That's gonna happen regardless. The swampiness of it is, I mean, that sounds like an on you thing, but I applaud you for getting in there. All right, have a good night, Raider. Sleep well. Live ammo is even more fun. Oh yeah, I'm sure. No pain if you're dead. I mean, I guess you're not wrong. Ken does specializes in stream range engagements. Yeah, it sounds a lot like how I would play. Is when I do airsoft, I play as a marksman. Which, I mean, I don't really do extreme ranges, but long ranges by airsoft standards. He has a full-on bush Wookiee set. He's got pics where he's at and you can't see him. Oh, full bush Wookiee. I am always impressed with people who do that, because that stuff works hilariously well. I had one friend who did that, and it was impressive and creepy at how well he was, how good he did with it. Looks like we did in fact hit something, which is how we want that to go. So there are machine guns present, which is great. Okay. Got it. Nah. So there's no way it's a nuke already, is there? No. Here we go. You hate it in some ways because airsoft is super expensive because full tilt like 3 rifles, 2 SMGs, 4 snipers, 7 sidearms. Okay. Well, at some point, I mean, at some point, you don't need that much. I always ever used... I had 1 rifle, 1 auto rifle, and 1 bolt action. You know, honestly, that door is working just fine the way it is. Let me have nice things. I'm the getting punched base, so I'm not super surprised by the current theme. I'm just disappointed. That should shut most of this down. Guys, if you are planning on doing something, I recommend doing it very quickly. There's limited amount of time before death comes for me. Oh my god. No one even has weapons yet. Oh ho ho, this is gonna be bad. What? I'm so confused. I think there must be some glitch happening, because I cannot see my teammates' weapons, but they clearly have them for they are firing. Yeah, something's going on here. There's the nuke. Missed. Tried. Well, that's bad. Okay, I have limited time to live because I've just gotten hit by 3x of these. Good job, team. Okay. Move this. Move this. Okay. Alright, this actually doesn't do crazy amounts for me, I guess. But we should be able to stabilize here. So this is bad. He lives. That was a nuke at the wrong moment. Okay. Lost barrel. Did he also lose? Okay. I'm guessing he also lost his. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a good death. Looks like. Almost had it. I don't have money to do much. Here comes death. Here comes disaster. Did it. A little bit more stronger damage output from the enemy team. Although they did lose their forward player as well. It's just they had much more damage output from the other players. That is the joy of this map. The front player gets targeted first. Although that was a great response. That was beautiful. You'll love to see it. You know they have lost their front player. Well, their front player is still alive, but this player, he did. As much as damage he took, there was only one player shooting at him. So, yeah, we opened him up, but it wasn't enough to actually break him, because we only had one player shooting at him, which is unfortunate for us. This player, he did lose his barrel and got disconnected, but again, just general lack of damage output from the team.
Everything is on fire!
Everything is always on fire.
Tried so hard, got hit much. In the end, I just
It didn't
got slaughtered.
even matter. Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. The triple nuke option. Oh, we have a chance. It's so good. This player knows what's up. He's a little slow on the implementation, but oh boy. That did a lot of damage. Alright, so they have effectively 2 placements, weapon emplacements down. So this is just about an even match. Mind you, one of the players is not rebuilding. Second front is AFK. Yeah, I see that. We do have an AFK on the team, which is really rather unfortunate. Okay. Wait a minute. I think what's happening here is this player is this player, and they're building back here for some reason. Or this player is this player. He's building here. That would also explain that. Whew. Okay. Rail got destroyed. Oh, the cannon top. Oh, he sees it. So A-Fame here is here. Which outer base did you control? Bottom or top? Because if he's just okay. Okay, so he knows. This player would need, let's see. Let's see. Find your base, then you can get fire support from back base. Okay. There you go. Okay. Is your own team always on the left side? No. I tend to be on left, so there's no on most maps, there's no difference between left and right. And as host, you're by default left. I can change it to be on right, I just don't care to. But if you're on right side, you play from the you play from the same perspective. This perspective, whether you're on left or right, it's just whether or not you build on this side or build over here. You can absolutely play red team, and this is what their view looks like if you're on red team. There's no perspective adjustments, as it were. Okay. So it looks like Magma here with the massive missile launch is actually winning it for us. And then Apheme has gotten their weapons fully in play, it would seem. They're coming up with 3 cannons, which should be an incredible calamity to the enemy team once those actually come online. Barrel top rear is gone. Here, yes. They still have access to this, but yes, the barrel is gone. This portal is concerning, although I don't see anywhere where it connects to. So I think it's not kitted yet. Don't think Magma. I think Magma does understand the suggestion, just doesn't care. I think it's just yeah, at this point, I don't think it really matters, because he's already basically gotten it. The thing about the portals is that Magma here is struggling for energy. It's really struggling for energy. He can't just build portals like that. That's a problem. It's a real problem. So, a little bit of an issue. He can build portals, but he's not going to be great. Like, if he replaced the minigunners with portals, that could be okay, but he doesn't really need to at this point. What would be best case scenario is if we got Apheme to build a portal, Apheme to build a portal at the back of his base, and Magma to build a portal that had 1 slot at the back of his base, just the front, so that our rearmost player could shoot through that 1 spot, completely bypass Magma's base, hit Apheme's base, or more accurately, hit Apheme's portal, which just goes directly to the front. That way, our rear player has 1 portal to shoot through, and can bring all 4 of their weapons through it by basically putting a portal in front of their base and redirecting it. But as it stands, it looks like the team's gonna win it anyways. Oh, they're still building top? So this map has a custom and impossibly long wooden strut that goes underneath the terrain and connects to one of the nodes here. Oh, a beautiful shot. Yeah, so apparently I just couldn't see the nukes, but I can see them now. So that was a good time. But holy smokes, that was an incredibly painful match for me. More accurately, an incredibly painful match for everyone on the front of the base. Every front base player. I was a front base player, so that I am included in that list. It just keeps going. It keeps going, and it's, oh boy, is it a lot of damage. Magma 140k damage. Yeah. They did well. It took them a while to get the nukes online, but they actually got weapons online and did incredible amounts of damage with it, which is nice. This is when I was trying to hit those nukes to save this from happening, and it just didn't work. Well, if you guys like this kind of content, make sure to hit that like button, make sure to hit that subscribe button, make sure to hit that follow button. Remember, we put out content like this every week, multiple times a week. I actually want to ask you guys, what did you guys think of the latest video we put up on the channel? Because I know, as I'm seeing, it isn't the most popular content, but I do want to keep doing it so that we have a playlist of it, because otherwise it kind of defeats the purpose if there's no playlist of it. Like, if it isn't mostly complete, then it's not that great. So I'm going to keep doing it for a while, but we do have more, Forts Pro League content coming out soon, because those matches have been piling up. And of course we have the Forts AI tournament coming soon, because, well, we like AI tournaments. He got punched by 4 dukes constantly. Yes, you did. God, that did so much damage to those missiles. This is crazy. Alright, guys. Well, it has been a great live stream, but I'm going to have to wind it down here. So I'm going to have to catch you guys later. I look forward to doing this once more, because, well, Forts is always a good time. And with that, we will be signing out today. So as always, have a good night, guys. I'll see you all later.